Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I know it's been a while that I've been on here, guys. Like, I've not posted in a while. You know how we do it on this channel. This channel is like a hobby for us. When we get to something serious to do, we focus on that stuff. I love making videos. It's more or less like a passion or hobby for me, especially these kinds of chit chat videos, where we just sit down and catch up and cook, because I'm a foodie and I love food. So guys, in case you're new here, I am Marilyn Akano, and if you're my OG subscriber, when I was Niger Chick, I'm still Niger Chick anyway on Instagram, and you're still staying regardless of my inconsistency. Thank you so much for staying with me. Now I know that you guys love me and you're my real subscribers. Thank you so much. And for some of us that reached out to me, thank you so much. Now guys, today we are going to be doing a recipe I found on TikTok. I'll put the person's name and link down below. It's basically called, one of them is called Gizdodo. So guys, let's get on with cooking. So today we are going to be using gizzard. And for some of us who don't know what gizzard, actually this is where birds store their poop. Yes. This is more or less like not the intestine for bird. This is pool sack. I'll call it a pool sack. And this is for turkey. It's really big because it's turkey. The chicken one is usually quite small. If you're not familiar with what a gizzard is, this is what it looks like. Inside here is where they store their grains, maybe undigested grains or finished digesting grain or waste products. This is very delicious if well cooked and well seasoned. Now for some people, some recipes I saw on TikTok, they just salted it, chopped it up into small pieces and fried it. But for me, I'm going to be seasoning this and boiling it first. Once it's done, I'm going to continue with the rest of the recipe. Okay guys, so let's get to cooking. So in goes my gizzard. I'm going to be adding some spices. I have some garlic over here. I have some ginger. Guys, I'm using my hands. I love to touch my food, so yeah, my hands are clean. Some nutmeg, some onion, ginger powder, a bit of black pepper. Now guys, this is a blended, this is a mix of some peppers, habanero pepper and this long pepper. In my place we call it tatashe. I don't know the English name for it. We call it tatashe. It's quite red, so I blended it with some spices like some onion, ginger and garlic, so it's quite spicy. It's just a tiny, yeah, I think it's burning. I need to put some water. Oh yeah. So I'm going to add just a tiny spoon of it. I like spicy food, but I don't like it to be overpowering. And a little bit of salt. This is my salt container. I reuse containers, guys. I don't buy containers specifically for anything. This container was like a candy container, so I washed it and I'm reusing it. So yeah. Stock powder. Yeah, just a little. Guys, I don't measure anything, okay? It's typical in an African home not to measure anything, so we really don't measure. We just eyeball the stuff we're doing. So I'm going to be doing the same thing, I'll be doing normally off camera. I don't measure, so I'm not actually giving the recipe. I'm just trying a TikTok trend, like you already know. So yeah, I think this should be enough. So I'm going to cover this and cook for 20 minutes. Then we'll come back and do some chopping and frying. I'm excited for this recipe. I've had these two things individual. I've had gizzard, I've had plantains, but I haven't actually mixed them together in the sauce. I haven't had that combination. Normally it's people in the west part of Nigeria that actually do this dish. I haven't seen anyone from the east. That's why I don't know it. I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria. I'm an Igbo woman, so we haven't done this recipe, and so it's just nice. I'm giving it a shot. So guys, we're going to be doing the plantain. If you don't know what a plantain, this is what a plantain is. You know, it looks like a banana, but it's bigger than the banana. It can be eaten when it's it can be eaten when it's unripe and also ripe. But I personally like the ripe version because it's sweet, and I like it fried. So guys, I'm going to be frying this now while we wait for our gizzard to boil. Yeah, it's boiling. It's almost 20 minutes, so yeah. But firstly, let's go ahead and fry the plantain. So I've gone ahead and I've cubed some of the plantain. I cut them into small cubes, you know, just like the recipe said. So yeah, while the gizzard is getting cool, because I want to dice it, so I'm just going to fry the plantain. So I'm adding some peanut oil, or like they say, vegetable oil. I'm going to be shallow frying this, you know. Now for my plantain, people make plantain, like the recipe I'm following actually did not salt their plantain. Personally, I do like to salt my plantain. So I'm going to be adding a little bit of sea salt. Yep. And I'm gonna toss it. I'll do a tester. Yeah, I think the oil is ready. Add it bit by bit, you know. Can you hear that sizzle? I don't want to overcrowd the pan because I'm shallow frying. I'm not frying with a lot of oil. Typically, we fry with like loads of oil that sometimes the plantain will be floating on top of the oil. But for this, I just want to shallow fry. Yeah, because I don't have so much to fry and I don't like keeping oil. The stove, perfect color, not too dark, just the perfect color for me. This is how I like it. So yeah, turn this off. So that's done. So let's go to frying our gizzard. This is what the gizzard looks like, all diced up. It's not fully cooked at the moment, it's half cooked, so I'm going to fry it. Frying will give it that crunchiness that we all love. Gizzard is actually one of my favorite cuts of meat, really. Even though eating innards may sound disgusting to some people, but us Africans, most of us, we eat even the intestines of animals, so it's not a big deal. So just put this into. I'm just going to fry this until it's crispy and brown. I mean, to take some color to it. So after frying this, we'll come back and make our sauce and combine this whole thing together. I can't wait to eat, guys. I am really hungry. So guys, this is where we'll make the sauce and combine the whole gizzard and the plantain together to form what is popularly known as Gizdodo, as seen on TikTok. So firstly, this is part of the oil I used to fry the gizzard, so I just poured some away and remained some. So in that oil hot pan, we're going to be adding some onion. I'm not someone who likes a lot of onions, so okay. So I'm going to just add little bits of onion into this. I think that's enough. The onion is now a bit on the brown side and it's turned translucent. I'm going to add some of the freshly cut. I'm going to add some freshly cut tomatoes. As you can see, I like to use my hands. So I'm going to add a little of that. No, this is sparkly. Smells good already. Then my atarodo pepper. I think this sauce is easy. They said it doesn't take up to 5 minutes, so I'm just going to add some of it to my pepper mix. It's going to be a small sauce to coat the dodo and the gizzard. So yeah. So before I think I'm going to add some water, a little bit of water. She added some water, so it made it a little bit saucy. Now I can add my spices. So I'm going to add a smidgen of garlic, just a little bit of garlic, not so much, some nutmeg, and some ginger. Freshly grated, all of them. And I'm going to be adding some salt, some pepper, you know, all that good stuff. Some salt, ginger powder. It smells great here, guys. It smells so good. Some ginger powder. Oh, that's a lot of ginger. Some ginger powder. Like I said, I don't measure anything. No, I think it's an African thing. We don't measure. We just pour things and we just, you know, cook things. I'm going to add a little bit of curry powder to this for that extra taste. So in her recipe, she didn't really add curry powder, but I saw one other word online. It's still Gizdodo. She added some curry powder, and I like the taste of curry powder, so why not? I just add it. You know, I think the sauce is getting dry quickly. I think I'm going to still add more water to this. It smells so good. Smells so good. It smells good. So yeah. Then I'm going to add black pepper. Some seasoning cubes, little. No, there's salt in this thing as well. Chicken stock. I think most of it is made with MSG, so MSG is good. MSG tastes great with. I mean, everything tastes great with MSG. So, this is equivalent to Maggi and other, you know, stock cubes. I love this brand because it's not too salty, unlike some of the other brands like, you know, Royco, Maggi. You know, those ones are quite salty. I don't really like to use them. So this is, guys, we're coming to the end of this. So this is just drying really fast. So I think I'm just going to add my thyme. Then afterwards, I can now combine. Oh, my time is finished. So I'm just going to add my dodo. It's all clumped up. Okay. I think it's the sugars. Since it's fried, there is caramelization, and the sugars makes it all clumpy, you know. So I'm just trying to, let me reduce this thing. And I think we are done, guys. Our Gizdodo is almost ready. I would have added mixed vegetables to this, but I don't feel like adding mixed vegetables to it. I just like the way this is. Simple, nice. I hope it's delicious because we are going to do a taste test together. I'm going to add some green pepper for some color. And that's it. That's it, guys. Yep. So it's going to cook for some time. This smells so good and it looks really good and saucy. Thank you. So Turn the heat off. I think it's good to go. Turn the heat off, and this is hot. Let me get some tomatoes and I just can't wait. The crunchiness of the gizzard, the softness of the plantain, the sweet softness of the plantain, and the spiciness of the sauce. Oh my god. Absolutely delicious. This would actually be good served with some rice. I think I'm going to serve it with some rice. Let's come back for the other recipe. Hey guys, this is my mom. She's going to give you an authentic taste test of this to see if this TikTok trend was worth it. So, Mamadi, Ayana.
Okay. What is the name of this?
It's called Gizdodo.
Looks appetizing.
Get the dodo and the sauce. There's somebody eating. No! Get these tomatoes, the dodo, the plantain, everything together.
It's yummy, man.
Yummy, yeah.
Odogu, you want to come and test with me? Bring Odogu, let him test with me.
Yeah, don't go and test with grandma. And I'll feed her with rice now. It's okay.
Wait, bring him up. It's appetizing. You like it? Say, Say it's delicious.
Is it delicious?
Odogu says it's delicious.
Alright guys. Alright guys, you've heard the verdict. This is actually good. Try it. You know, it's a very good TikTok trend. Try it. This is my first time actually doing this, like I said before. So yeah, let me enjoy this and we come back to our next recipe. Alright guys, see ya. I'm going to be making our last recipe for today. It's called Garri jollof. I mean, I've had jollof rice, even jollof beans, but I have never had Garri jollof before. This is like my first time doing this, so I hope it tastes great. Garri itself is quite tasteless, like, you know, it's made from cassava, grinded, fried, and you know, we use it for swallow, you know, eba. We use it to eat different kinds of soup, but I've never eaten it in this version before, like what we are going to see. So here we have 2 cups of Garri, and I hope it won't be so much for this, but let's see. And for this Garri jollof, I'm using chicken, some chicken breast I had in my fridge, so I just diced it all up. It looks a bit dry because it has been sitting for some time, so I just diced it all up. I'm going to be adding some black pepper. I'm going to be adding some black pepper and some salt to this. I'm just going to lightly fry the chicken. As seen on the recipe, she lightly fried her chicken in some peanut oil. So I'm going to be doing the exact same. So I've just added freshly ground pepper, not freshly ground pepper, black pepper here, and I'm adding some salt. And I'm going to be mixing with a spoon because I use my hands to take ingredients, so I don't want to touch the meat. So this is just salt and pepper. And this is the pan from last night. So I'm just going to add a little bit of oil into the pan. Take down this. I'm going to add my chicken. To lightly fry this chicken, and once it's cooked, we will come back. The chicken is almost cooked. It's browning nicely, so I think at this point I'm just going to add my onions into the mix and let it just brown with it. So guys, how are you doing? Did you miss me? I know it's been a minute though. It's been a minute. I think I'm just going to add some water into this so we can create the sauce. So with me here, I have a tomato mix, a tin tomato mix. It's going to give you, I think it's going to give the Garri jollof that tangy flavor, plus that redness. So I'm just going to add a couple of spoons to the mix, just 2 spoons. I don't think I'll be using the whole Garri though. I think maybe I will use 1 cup of Garri. Let me put it on high, it's still on simmer. So it's just smelling tomatoey right now. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and add my chopped tomatoes as well. Looking good. With me here, I have some palm oil. Now my palm oil looks kind of congealed. In my place, they say, "Go they catch them. Go they catch the oil." So I'm just going to take. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the palm oil and add to the sauce. Just small. Yeah. And it's going to dissolve nicely in there. So you guys have noticed I've been away for some time, which is not really a new thing on this channel, because sometimes you're in the mood to make videos and sometimes you're not, and sometimes life happens. So in this case, life did happen. So maybe in subsequent videos I'll be able to tell you guys why I haven't been able to make videos. Now it's boiling away. So I'm just going to cover this for 10 minutes, then I come, we'll spice it up, and we'll put our Garri mix. I'll see you guys later. Okay, our mix is boiling nicely. The sauce is almost reduced, so I'm going to add some of that pepper mix I made rather, and some of my spices. 2 spoons of that is enough because the pepper is really hot. And I'm going to add some garlic, some nutmeg, some ginger, not so much, just a little bit. Then the pièce de resistance to this is some crayfish. I'm just going to go in there with my hands. I really don't measure things, so this is almost reduced down. I think chicken is cooked, smelling nice already. You know, seasonings there. So let's add some of the stock cubes. I keep saying stock cubes. Stock powder. This is my favorite stock powder actually. So it is MSG on steroids. MSG with chicken flavor. I think African cooking is a lot like Asian cooking because Asian cooking they use a whole lot of MSG in their cooking, and we use MSG as well in the form of Maggi, different brands of Maggi. I think this thing is reduced, but I still want it to be a bit watery, so I'm just going to add a little bit of water. Now the chicken is cooked. Some curry powder, some ginger, some black pepper, some thyme, a little bit of thyme, and salt to taste. Now, to know if your sauce is getting cooked, especially if you've added palm oil, you see the palm oil, it has started floating, so you know that your sauce is ready. So I'm just going to add some salt to taste. Yes, I'm using a frying spoon to cook. I'm quite unethical like that, you know. I'm not a professional cook. I'm just a home cook trying TikTok recipes. So this is the first time having this, and I think it's going to taste delicious because I can already smell the sauce. So I think it's time now to add the Garri. Now, I think this Garri is too much for this. Or is it much? Or is it okay? Well, so what she did was she added some water into this. So with that, we're going to do the same, which I'm going to do now. She kind of squished it with her hands, just like I'm doing. I think I need more water. I think it's to soften it before you put it in the mix. I don't know the theory behind, you know, the Garri, the water and the Garri, but we'll see how it goes. Then she just started adding it little by little into her mix. I'm having a feeling that this is a bit much because Garri has suddenly overtaken the whole thing. I hope it isn't much. So I feel like I should add a bit of water into this. Put more water. I feel like I should do that. Okay. Uh-oh. It's getting dry already. Guys, I think I fucked up this recipe because it was supposed to be... What the hell? It was supposed to be a lot more. Okay. I think I need more water. This didn't work. Oh my god. Off it and on it again. It just keeps swelling. Are you sure this is going to be edible? The recipe did not work. Oh, I think I added too much Garri. Yes. I'm adding salt. I think I added so much Garri. Yeah. This didn't work. Where is all the sauce? It has absorbed all. It's looking weird. Hers was looking so red, so yummy. Mine is looking like, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I think this is a fail. Because at this point, okay, let me see if I can spruce it up. Because it's looking like a disaster. Okay, let's see. Okay. But I think the chicken is cooked though. I mean, the flavor is there, but there's something about the texture that I personally don't like. Dami, come and try. Flavor is there, but the texture I don't like. Come to the camera. Let them see your first reaction. You like this? Okay. He likes it. For me, it's just strange. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. As you can see, we've done all 3 recipes, and 2 of them actually went really well to my liking. This one is a bit special, but Dami likes it obviously, so I guess some of them would like it as well. But for me, there's something about the texture that I don't like. Maybe something crunchy would actually go very well with this, but okay. Okay. The taste is a bit, very soft consistency. Some people might like this, but all the spices are there. It's spicy. You can taste the crayfish, you can taste all the other ingredients, but there's just something about the texture that I don't like. I don't think I'll be making this again, but maybe the kids might like it, maybe my mom might like it, who knows. So yeah. Alright guys, that's it for me today. If you're not following me on Instagram, what are you waiting for? Follow me on Instagram at NigeriaChick. Also follow me on my other Instagram. That's a personal Instagram. The next one I'm going to call is a personal Instagram page. It's called Marilyn_Akano. That's where you see like daily postings of my daily life, and then NigeriaChick is like my official account. So guys, follow me on there, and follow me on YouTube. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Subscribe if you like these kinds of homely food recipe videos. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.